First things first, rest in peace to Giannis Antetokounmpo, Giannis' dad who died a couple of weeks ago. Let's have a few seconds of silence. Now onto the video. The question is, why is Giannis playing like an MVP? I mean, he's a 6'11" point guard with a wingspan of 7'4" that can play all positions on the basketball court and do everything on the court besides shoot the 3-point shot well. He's a really hard worker, and people around him always rant and rave about how much work he puts in. But that's not only it. Here are some of the reasons why that no one is really talking about. The death of his father. On September the 30th, it was announced to the NBA world that Giannis' dad had died from a sudden heart attack on Friday, September the 29th, before news came out the next day. Giannis always overcomes his adversities. Just a year before he was drafted, he was a street vendor.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he is quite a story.
18 years old, was a street vendor, believe it or not, a year ago this time in Athens.
With his brother, they would sell stuff like watches, bags, and sunglasses to make money to help support his family, to put food on the table for everyone to survive, because his family was really poor. He was also playing basketball at the same time with the Philathleticos youth basketball team in Greece, until 2012 when he moved to the senior team for Philathleticos. This was the first time that Giannis played professional basketball. Giannis played for Philathleticos in Greece's second-tier basketball league in the 2012 to 2013 season. The Greece basketball league has different levels of competition within the Greek league, and Giannis played on the second highest level, not even the highest level, and he's a superstar in the NBA today. I mean, that's amazing. If that's not amazing to you, I don't know what is. During that season with Philathleticos, he averaged 9.5 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, 1.4 assists per game, and 1 block per game, shooting 46.4% from the field, and shooting 62.1% from the 2-point line, and 31.3% from the 3-point line, shooting 72% from the free throw line, playing over 26 games. And through the games that he played 22.5 minutes per game. He also participated in the Greek League All-Star game, even though he wasn't supposed to play because he wasn't selected to play, but the coaches let him play to give the fans something to be satisfied for. Giannis decided to declare for the NBA draft, and he was selected 15th in the 2013 NBA draft. He got drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. When Giannis was a rookie, he didn't start, and his own country, Greece, didn't want to have anything to do with his family until the NBA noticed how much skill and potential Giannis has. Giannis spent a lot of time on the bench behind then Milwaukee Buck Caron Butler and his current teammate, now Chris Middleton. But look at the player that Giannis has become today. He's currently averaging 31 points per game, 1.7 steals per game, 1.4 blocks per game, 5 assists per game, and 9.9 rebounds per game. Kevin Durant even said that Giannis can be the greatest player of all time, better than even Michael Jordan. LeBron was even recently caught saying that Giannis is on the path to greatness. If you think what I said is far-fetched about him playing like this because of his father's son in passing, take this in. Michael Jordan won a championship on Father's Day in 1996 against the Seattle Supersonics, and he scored 22 points, grabbed 9 rebounds, he dished out 7 assists, and had 2 steals. This was the 6th game in the series, and Chicago won 87-75. This was the first championship that Michael Jordan won since his father was murdered. This game was definitely dedicated to his father. This was Jordan's 4th championship that he won at the time in his career. Jordan broke down after he won and started crying on the floor. Jordan went on to win the Finals MVP as well. Another player that won a championship on Father's Day was Kawhi Leonard. They beat the Miami Heat in 5 games. For the game, Kawhi Leonard scored 22 points, had 1 block, 1 steal, and 2 assists. He also went on to win the Finals MVP. This was his first and only championship in his career so far. Kawhi never broke down like Michael Jordan did, but this was also definitely dedicated to his father. I know that he was thinking that in his head. He definitely had to win this game. Kawhi's dad was murdered as well. Giannis' dad never died like how Michael Jordan and Kawhi Leonard's dad died, but it still hurts, especially losing somebody so suddenly. Who knows what Giannis will do one day on Father's Day. If Milwaukee gets to the finals and the game is scheduled on Father's Day, he will definitely have a great game because he's cut from the same cloth as Michael Jordan and Kawhi Leonard and all those other greats. He's very competitive and doesn't back down, and takes it upon himself in a big way when his team doesn't win. He's called the Greek Freak for a a reason, not for no reason. Reason number 2, the Kobe Challenge. Hashtag Mamba mentality. This past summer, Kobe was sending out challenges to people on Twitter for them to meet his criteria and to play to the best of their potential, but not just for basketball players, other stuff as well, and celebrities outside of basketball. He challenged Isaiah Thomas to make the All-NBA first team this seaseason. He also challenged DeMar DeRozan to rekindle a lost friendship from his youth in Compton, California, where DeRozan is from. He challenged Kendrick Lamar's record label to revolutionize the music program at Centennial High School, where Kendrick Lamar went to high school. He challenged the sprinter Allison Felix to coach the sprinters for the upcoming Special Olympics. He also challenged NFL player Richard Sherman to break the Seattle Seahawks single-season interception record. But there was no challenge for Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is how you know he's competitive and wants the best for himself. I mean, who wouldn't? He tweeted to Kobe, "Still waiting for my challenge," and Kobe challenged him to win the MVP this season. This is why he's also playing like an MVP. For Kobe to even put you on that pedestal is just amazing. He's one of the greatest players of all time to touch a basketball. Some even think that he's the greatest player of all time, that he's even greater than Michael Jordan. I know that if I was challenged by Kobe, I would be playing at a high level myself too. And the last and final reason is the absence of Jabari Parker. Don't get me wrong, I'm not discrediting Giannis here. As we all know and can see, Giannis Antetokounmpo improves every year in each statistical category from his rookie season back in 2013. This is more evident by him winning the Most Improved Player of the Year award from last season. Last season, he averaged career highs in points, minutes, field goal percentage, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals per game. He averaged 22.9 points per game, 1.6 steals per game, 1.9 blocks per game, 5.4 assists per game, and 8.8 rebounds per game, shooting 77% from the free throw line, 27.2% from the three-point line, and 52.1% from the field, playing 35.6 minutes per game in 80 games. He's the first player in NBA history to average this stat line. He's also the first player in NBA history to finish top 20 in every stat category. He's also one of 5 players in NBA history to lead their team in each statistical category. Other players to do this were Dave Cowens in the 1977 to 1978 season, Scottie Pippen in the 1994 to 1995 season, Kevin Garnett in the 2002 to 2003 season, and LeBron James in the 2008 to 2009 season. The NBA began to record blocks and steals in the 1973 to 1974 season. And think about it, Giannis did this with Jabari Parker playing more than half the season last season, before Jabari tore his ACL for the second time in his NBA career. So there you go, I'm not discrediting Giannis. We are able to see his abilities more because Jabari is not there. In my opinion, Jabari is Milwaukee's second best player, and Chris Middleton is Milwaukee's third best player. And if you look at the amount of points Jabari scored last season, in 51 games that he played, he averaged 20.1 points per game on 16 shot attempts per game, and made an efficient 7.8 out of 16 shot attempts last season. Jabari is a player that can create his own shot, so a lot of the times, the ball is out of Giannis' hands, because Giannis is more of a playmaker and a more all-around player, and he's unselfish. He allows his other teammates to create plays for themselves or create plays for others. Jabari even took more shot attempts than Giannis last season. Giannis attempted 15.7 shots per game last season. But that's it for the video, guys, and like I always say, please like and subscribe and hit that notification button to get notified whenever I drop a video, and comment below. Your opinion matters. Tell me what you think. Peace!